Assertions and reason, a simple type of MCQ, but that scare you the most. Yes, I know that. Most of the students end up making the mistakes, that silly mistakes in assertion reasons, and get scared whenever the question comes in any of the subject, be it be maths, science or SST, because all the subjects contain this type of question that is in the format of assertion and reason. Two statements given, one you read once and then forget the another one. Then you have to find out the relation between them. Is it a reason or not? Don't worry, hold on, because in this video we are going to find the solution to all your problems related to assertion and reason. Because trust me, my dear students, if you are skipping it thinking that it contains only 1 marks, why to see a video that contains strategy to get us that 1 mark, beta? 4 to 5 marks are there from the same type of question in each of the chapter that can decide your future, that can decide that whether you are a topper or not. Because that single marks, that thin line, right, either make you an average student or makes you in topper. So don't go anywhere. Today in this video we will talk every detail about it. Welcome on the platform Diksha Vedantu, and I am your faculty Tanvi Ma'am. Beta, this type of questions na, assertions and reason, are made in a way to make the standard or the level of the paper a little difficult. Why so? Because the rest of the type of MCQs are quite easy. So they need to put some questions which can make students confused about it. Okay? But you know that if you know a perfect strategy to solve this type of question, you can convert the difficult one into the easy one possible. Stop guessing it first of all. If you are still the one guessing it, are by A say yoga, A say it, R say A, the correct answer may be A explains R. That is option A. By stop guessing. Right? तुक्का नहीं मारना है. We need to have a strategy, and that strategy is very easy. So without wasting much of your time, moving straight to what you have to do and what not to be done. So beta, this type of question is in the form of two statements. The first one is assertion, which is actually a statement that presents you a fact. It can be anything. The second will be the reason of it, which claims that by I explain assertion, I am the why for that assertion. Okay? But you have to figure out it. A and R are true and R explains A. A and R are true but R do not explain A. Right? A is true, R is false. A is false, but R is true. Beta, majorly the options are in the same sequence, right? But what happened na? Lot of times I have seen, just to confuse it, beta, either these two statements are switched, right, or any changes are made in the statement. Please beta, pay attention while reading those objectives too, right, by reading those options too. Don't just like made a pre-assumption in your mind that the statements will be same every time. Okay, so yes, but majority of times, that is 99%, it is both A and R are true as the first option and R is the correct explanation of A. The second is not the correct explanation of A. Please read not carefully, and hence I have written here it in caps. Right? But the first trick that we have to follow before that, so one question, 1 mark, right? Up to 4 in a single paper, we get that in math, science, SST, everything. But the time that you need to solve is 30 seconds. Right? Yes, we can do that, possibly do that if you know the trick. So with the right method, you just need half a minute to solve this what case-based question. You know what the real problem is? What is the real problem that student face, Dita? Most students know the topic but still lose the mark because they read A and R together. They are reading it as a statement. They will read A and in continuation that they will read the R. Now you might be thinking, ma'am, to solve we have to read it, but there is a method, the golden rule. And the method is beta, don't consider it as a single question. Consider that both A and R are separate to each other because they actually are, and this is the way to solve. Always read assertion first and then read R. But beta, as you are treating them as independent statements, you have to follow one thing. And what is that, beta? First you will read assertion, then you in the mind will think about, is this statement true or not? If you find that by the statement is true, please hold that in your mind and then read the next one. Right? Next, read the next one and then find out separately. Don't please mix it. Don't try to correlate it at the first reading. Don't try to figure out that it is a reason or not. Please read both assertion and reason separately. Find that if A is true, okay, and if R is true or not. Now coming towards the second method or the second step that we have to follow is to find out it in a way that it is the reason or not. But one more thing, right? One more thing, if you are doing this in mind now, then you can end up making the mistakes too, because it can be mixed. So I suggest you in the paper also, you can tick it. Like for example, you read assertion and you figure out that by A is true. Okay? A is true, obviously. When A is true, then the option which says that A is false becomes what? Beta becomes neglected. Okay? So A is true separately. Now move to R and read it that R is true or not. Okay, you have done it. So there can be a chance A might be true but R is not. So whenever A is true, R is not, option is C. Answer is very much clear. We need not to think about it anymore. You read the statements and figure out A is not true but R is true, then the answer is D. End up with the solution, right? And if both are wrong, beta, that's rare. Look for option if it is present. There may be chance when it is given that both A and R are not true. Okay? Getting my point? So now going back to the first one, when we find out that by A is separately correct and R is separately correct, the next method is to figure out that R explains A or R do not explain A. That means option number A and option number B in our MCQs, beta. Because to solve that, one word can change literally everything. That is the word because. Right? What you have to do is, beta, between these two statements, statement number A1 and statement number 2, just join this word because and try to read it once, twice, thrice. Right? For an example, that Germany was unified in 1871. Right? 1871. Acha, the reason was given there was because it was the effort made. It was the effort made by middle class professionals who was led by Otto von Bismarck. Okay? Now you will join because and figure out that there is a correlation between them. The R statement is accurately explaining the statement A, beta. The because test is passed and the option A will be correct. It will be A is true because R explains that. Is it? So when you feel that it sounds natural and logical, obviously option A will be correct, and if not, beta, B will be correct. Okay? Now spot the true but related trap. Now what happened? This is actually the trap, right? Water boils at 100 degree at sea level. Okay, the type of question can be water boils at 100 degree at sea level. Arey, this is true, yaar. Okay? Water is called universal solvent. Acha, this is also true, and both the statements are talking about water. So whenever we are solving it in little hurry na beta, you will obviously mark A as correct, that both are true and R explains A. But you have to figure out that both the statements here are related to water but they are not correlated. The because word do not works here. Water boils at 100 degree at sea level because water is a universal solvent. Is there any logical, natural, sensible reason behind it? Nahi bhai. Then clearly the answer will be B. So you have to spot the true but unrelated trap. That's the biggest one. But a lot of times when students find that both A and R are true separately, majority of students just tick the option A, that it explains. But this is the trap. You have to understand this trap, beta. Okay? One more thing from my side is a suggestion that please watch out for alert words. What are those alert words? Like whenever in the MCQ, beta, not only in assertion and reason, pay attention to that. Not only in assertion reason, but all the MCQs, whenever you find these alert words like always, right? Never, only, all, none, every, completely, and must, there is a trap for sure. There is what? A trap for sure. Let's try by these, what we can say, examples. Sum of two irrational number is always irrational. Don't you think this always is a trap? ठीक है? What is the trap here? By the sum of two irrational number is always irrational. So here is the sum of two irrational number which is rational actually, and hence the statement is proved to be as wrong. Next is beta, all metals are solid at room temperature. By all is a trap here. ठीक है? We know that mercury is in liquid form. So beta, always, never, only, all, none, every, completely, must. Whenever in MCQ you find these words, stay alert. Right? I hope that the red light in your mind just start sounding it like the police siren does actually in your mind. It should be like that whenever you see these words, okay? And remember me that day. Next is about beta the 3 question flow. Okay? Now let us put all the method together. So first thing that you have to do is to find out, is A true? Okay? When you find out that A is true, D option is taken out. Okay? Then R is true, C option is also out. You have only 2 options, that is A and B. Please find the relation between them by using the because test as I told you. Let's try and apply in few of the questions I have added. Not the questions, but yes, a practice session. Copper vessel gets a greenish coating in the rainy seasons. Yes, it actually happens. You might even have seen that in your surrounding too. Take it with the copper vessels. Next is copper react. Acha. So now as this is correct, what you have to do in mind is to apply a tick mark. Okay? Copper react with moist air, that is water plus carbon dioxide, to form basic copper carbonate. Okay, yes, this is also true. So beta, now A is true separately, R is true separately. Now we have to figure out the correlation between them. Yes, copper vessel get a greenish coating in the rainy season because copper react with moist air to form basic carbonic component. By there is a natural and logical reason, and hence A will be true. Yes, A explains R. ठीक है? The next question, let's apply the flow in one of the maths question, that is under root 2 is an irrational number. ठीक है? Think about it. It is correct or not? Yes, by under root 2 is an irrational number. R, the sum of 2 irrational number is always irrational. Bhai, what is the trap word here? This always word is a trap here. We just saw that. Right? The sum of 2 irrational number is not always irrational. It can be irrational. So R is false. Beta, when R is false, obviously what will happen? You will go to the option C. A is true, but R is false. Please apply that in your flow by practicing more and more assertion reason before your examination. And this is why I have brought this video in the starting of the session itself. I am considering this as starting because there are a lot of students still not yet started to study. Okay, we have one more, that is coal is a renewable resource. Why is coal a renewable resource? Then why we are struggling with petrol and diesel and all those things? So beta, coal is not a renewable resource. You know this by reading this statement. You actually know by A is not true, then option A eliminated, option B eliminated. Right? And if any of the option is there which says that A is true, eliminated, the only option left behind is D. That is A is false but R is true. This is how we have to solve. Right? One last advice, that are the mistakes that cost students the mark. First is picking A as an autopilot. By whenever you read both the statements and find that A is true, R is also true, भाई explain कर रहा होगा, A लगा देते हैं. नहीं. No, not at all. Don't just make your mind in an autopilot form that by if both the statements are true, majority of time A is the correct answer. Let's guess it. No guesswork. Rushing past the reason. Beta, please read A carefully. Don't rush to the reason first. Use that separate reading wala method. ठीक है? Reading A and R as one statements. Don't mix up, please. After at least watching my video up till here, I know that you won't be doing it like anymore. Next is confusing true with related. Okay, water, water. There were two related terms in both the statements. Doesn't mean that it is the true reason. There are chances, high chances, when related statement will be given there, beta. But you have to find out, is it the reason or it is not the reason. Okay, so yes, 5 tricks that you have to follow is 2-trick method. Take them separately, correct or not. Use the test, that is because. Then find the unrelated trap if any. Alert words, always, all, only. You have to find them. And then the 3 question flow. Try to solve, bacha, as many as question before the exam so that your mind knows the algorithm behind the assertion and reason type of questions. Okay, so all the golden rules have been shared by me, and I hope that by practicing you are going to make it. You are going to make your mind in a autopilot way to solve this assertion and reason. One advice, beta, pick all the previous year questions and practice them. Right? Practice them before your exams are approaching, before your exams are coming, because we can't lose the marks because you guys are studying from me. Okay, so see you soon in the next video. If in case you have something in your mind to ask from me or any topic in your mind that ma'am, please make the video on that, beta. Comment down. I will be the one replying you. I will be the one making video from that topic. And for SST, you need not to go anywhere because all the lectures are already uploaded on the channel. Diksha Vedantu CBSE English. Bye-bye. Take care. Meet you soon in the next video.